Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Be Divine Minded. It is your girl goddess Fumi, or you can call me Jennifer because that's what my mama named me. So today I'm making a video, and if you can't tell by the title, it is how to seduce like the goddess, or better known as the Orisha Oshun. Now, for some strange reason, you guys love my seduction videos. They are the most viewed on my channel. And I just want to thank everyone who has been rocking with me. If you guys are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you. I hope you learned something from this channel. I talk about all type of different things. I also have a series where I talk about different goddess archetypes. I really do this channel because I want to share what I've learned with all of you. I love connecting with you guys, so make sure you guys comment, subscribe, hit the like button, share my videos, and yeah, and keep coming back because I always have something interesting to talk about, okay?
Do you think human lives matter in other galaxies?
Just like the moon, like the, just like the moon, like the, just like the moon. I'm going through phases lately. Things have been crazy. They say life is a maze, but life is amazing, amazing. Just like the moon. 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 Just like the moon.
So I'm going to give a brief description of Oshun. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my other video where I definitely talk a lot more in depth on who Oshun is, her energy, and what she's all about. It's in the Goddess Archetype series on my channel. So make sure you guys check that out. I feel like seduction is just something that's very important. Like, if you have the skill to seduce, you know, you can pretty much get yourself into any doors. And seduction doesn't always have to be sexual. Seduction is just a way of slightly manipulating a situation, or, you know, just creating an atmosphere that makes others want to do what it is that you want them to do, okay? So that is my definition of seduction. Oshun is the Orisha of the sweet waters. She is known as a river Orisha, all right? She is one of the top Orishas out of all of them. There are many Orishas. Again, I did another video on the Orishas and all of that, so make sure you guys check that out. There's also a river in Nigeria named after Oshun, and it is said that she, you know, protects and guides the people of that land. Oshun is an Orisha who loves yellow. As you can see, I threw on my little yellow shirt for the video. I have my natural hair out, y'all. Yeah, like... Anyways, a few things about Oshun. She loved the colors yellow, gold, and amber. She's very sweet, and she's a walking seductress, okay? She is an energy that attracts anything that she wants, you know. She loves the finer things in life. She is the goddess or Orisha of wealth and prosperity. She is the goddess who represents love, fertility, wealth, charm, sweetness, sexiness. You know, she is just that aspect of the divine feminine that I believe that we all have deep down inside of us. We just got to learn how to pull it out, you know. For me, it's not hard for me to pull out the Oshun energy. It's just hard for me to kind of like maintain the Oshun energy, especially when I'm in love, because y'all know sometimes our brain just go right out the door when we're in love, and, you know, you just lose all of those skills. You really don't lose them, but, you know, you kind of just become vulnerable. And anyways, that's for a whole nother video. But yes, so Oshun is the goddess of romance and seduction. She loves roses and honey and money. Oh, that rhyme. She represents the heart chakra and the ability to love and be loved. Now, one of the things that I've learned in my journey, Oshun represents confidence, and she represents the art of being able to receive. So that's number one. The biggest thing when it comes to seducing like Oshun is that you're going to have to find that inner confidence, self-love. And that is something that I feel we all are working to have 100%. You know, I know that that's my journey to 100% love myself in all aspects of myself. And it has been a tough road, you know. Certain times I would allow people in different energies in my circle, you know, and they would interrupt that self-love. They would interrupt the process. So when you want to seduce like Oshun, you want to always be mindful to try to maintain that self-love, that confidence, and, you know, understand that you are worthy, you are great, you are beautiful, and you have to feel it and you have to believe it, because that is one of the #1 ways that Oshun can walk out here and just get whatever it is that she wants, because she's confident and she loves herself. All right, ladies, so if you want to seduce like Oshun, make sure you're confident. Make sure you're always on the road to self-love. All right, and I know that we're not going to always be there, but as long as you stay on that path, trust me, you're going to hit the mark. Okay, so self-love and confidence is the #1 way to seduce like Oshun. And some other aspects of Oshun is that she's very sweet and ladylike. You know, it's so many times I see women out here, and even myself, sometimes I get comfortable and I start cursing, you know, and, you know, speaking in a masculine way. Ladies, arguing and debating and, you know, cursing like a sailor, all of that stuff is so unladylike. It's something that I have to work on. I try to be mindful of different situations that I'm in where, you know, I have to watch my language and make sure that I maintain a sweetness about myself. Always make sure that you're sweet. You can say what it is that you have to say. You don't have to yell. You don't have to scream. You don't have to curse. But you can still make your point clear without, you know, just putting in that energy of just negativity and that masculine energy of cursing and just debating and all of that, because it's not sweet and it's not ladylike and it's not charming. It doesn't make people want to come to you. It actually makes people want to run away from you. So if you want to learn how to seduce like Oshun, learn how to get your point across without cursing and speaking in a loud, ghetto manner, you know what I mean? And again, I'm not perfect, but sometimes we put ourselves in situations and we're just not mindful. You know, a lot of times when I'm not mindful is usually when I'm drinking. You know, that's why I have made a vow that I don't drink hard liquor anymore, because it takes away from my sweetness, you know, and it really doesn't make me look like a lady. I don't behave like a lady. I want to always seduce like Oshun, so the figure out what is it that's hindering me from maintaining that level of Oshun energy. So another thing about Oshun is that she loves music and she loves to dance. You know, I think as we get older, as women, we have responsibilities, you know, we have our children and all of that, and we forget to just dance and wind our body, because honestly, our body is made up of energy, and it's very important for you to wind your womb and have a connection with your womb, and just, you know, make sure that you keep those muscles and those joints and all of that stuff loose, because you don't want to, I'm telling you, I work in a nursing home, and after a while, your body stiffens up and you lose all of that ability. And it is so seductive to just know how to wind your body and move your body. And it keeps those energy flowing through your sacral chakra and through your root chakra. And, you know, basically making sure that the energies can flow all throughout, okay? We were little girls. We used to hula hoop and we would go out there and dance and, you know, all of that. We have to get back to that. So, ladies, I want you to do an exercise for me every night before bed. Put on some nice, sweet music and just dance. You can look in the mirror and just dance and just, you know, remember that you are sexy. Remember that you are beautiful. Remember that you are a walking seductress. You have to always have that in the back of your mind, because sometimes we forget, you know, we done let some knucklehead come in our life and just, you know, shift our whole thinking, but it's okay. All you got to do is get back in that mirror and you play some music and you dance and you remember who you are, okay? You want to learn how to seduce like Oshun, make sure you're continuously winding that body and you're dancing and you're listening to music. And even as you're walking, sometimes I can have my headphones at work and I'm just walking and I'm smiling and I'm just feeling good. You know, make sure you keep those movements in your body. You know, I don't know if you guys remember the video with Beyonce. She was portraying Oshun, and even though she was mad at her man, she was still walking through those streets with that pretty yellow dress on, swinging that bat, but she still had a level of just nice and class and just sexy, right? All right, so if you want to learn how to seduce like Oshun, make sure you're always remembering the movements of your body, making sure that you wind your body and you twist those hips. Remember, Oshun is all about beauty. She's all about, you know, looking beautiful and smelling good. So make sure that you take time out to beautify yourself. You know, make sure that you do your hair. You're making sure that you're groomed. Even if you don't get your nails done and stuff like that, make sure your nails are clean. Make sure your skin is soft and make sure that you look good. On my other video, when I was talking about how to seduce, one of the biggest things is you have to appeal to the opposite sex or the same sex. You have to appeal to the person's senses, sense of smell, their sense of touch, their sense of taste, their hearing, and visually, you know. So make sure that you look good and you groom yourself, and you know, you want to make sure that you smell good. You put on some nice perfume or oils, you know. You want to make sure that, you know, you're speaking in a nice, sweet tone. You know what I mean? You just want to make sure that you are appealing to those senses, because Oshun is definitely a walking seductress because she's beautiful. She smiles. She's smelling good, and she likes nice, bright things. She likes sweet fruits. So if you want to learn how to seduce like Oshun, watch how she is. You know, research her. There's plenty of videos on her. There's plenty of depictions of her where you'll see the women being in their feminine energy, and they're just smelling good, and they're looking good, and they're, you know, smiling, and they're confident. All right, so that is how we're going to seduce like Oshun. And last but not least, Oshun is the goddess of abundance and prosperity. Oshun does not sell herself short, okay? Oshun wants the best, and she does not settle for anything but the best. So if you want to seduce like Oshun, for one, you have to get some standards, okay? And I also did a video on setting standards and how to set and create boundaries. So make sure you guys check that out also. But yeah, when it comes to being a walking seductress and seducing like Oshun, you want to have these standards, because men, they do respect the standards. I know you feel like, oh, if I put too much on him, he's going to leave. If they do, they're not the one for you anyways, okay? So be in your Oshun energy and don't accept anything other than what excites you, what makes you happy, what brings you peace, what makes you smile. The men that want to pamper you and wine and dine you and treat you like a divine goddess should be treated. You know what I mean? Don't settle for anything less than that, because Oshun's energy is not one that's going to settle. All right. She wants the best. She likes gold, and she likes, you know, jewelry and all of the good things, all of the nice things. Okay. She don't want anything cheap. You can't take her to McDonald's. You got to take her somewhere nice to eat. Okay. So, and this is, as women, we need to understand that the men that really loves us, they're going to take care of us like they do themselves, and they're going to treat us like they would their mother or their daughters, all right? So don't settle for anything less, all right? And you want to date and be around men who are actually into you. You know what I mean? If you're walking and that man just always gets weak and he might get a little bit shy and all of that, that's a man that you can have in the palm of your hands. You can be a walking seductress and get whatever it is you want out of this man, all right? And when I speak on men, women, whatever, I'm really just speaking of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So you can be whatever it is you want on the physical, but I'm talking about the energy that you hold more true to who you are, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys check out all my other videos. Check out the series on the goddess archetypes. You will, because a lot of the stuff I talk about in this video, you'll be able to understand it better by watching those videos. All right, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Find me on Instagram at Be Divine Minded. I have an online store where I sell all type of goddess goodies. I also have a new journal book. Let me see if I got it. Hold on, y'all, because let me see. I have a journal book out. It's Be Divine Minded journal book. It's a mixture of spiritual truths. I put some resources in here, menstrual chart, the moon cycles. I talk about different herbs and the chakras. All of that is in this book, but it's also a place for you guys to record your very own spiritual journey. So make sure you guys check out BeDivineMinded.com. or BeDivineMinded.shop. I have 2 websites. One is my overall website, BeDivineMinded.com, and then BeDivineMinded.shop is just the shop for all of the goodies. I have bath herbal bags, bath sachets, sage bundles, sage sticks. I have a bunch of stuff on there, so make sure you guys check out that, BeDivineMinded.shop. And I love you all, and thanks for watching.